apartment was a testament to a glitch in the urban matrix. Silas Slinky Malone moved through the city like a whisper, a phantom limb in the bustling urban organism. His hands were not merely appendages, but they were instruments of a mischievous orchestra. Each day began with the quiet hum of his coffee machine, a stark contrast to the thrilling symphony awaiting him on the streets. His small, impeccably tidy apartment was a testament to his orderly mind, a mind that could dissect the crowd into a matrix of opportunities for fun. Silas wasn't just a pickpocket, he was a performance artist. He staged the world's most crowded thoroughfares. He quickly chuckled at the irony, living a life of quiet solitude while his alter ego thrived in the peaceful chaos of the masses. His wardrobe, deceptively mundane, was a collection of carefully chosen disguises, each one a chameleon's skin. From the unassuming tourist to the harried business person, Silas slipped into roles with effortless grace. The subways, particularly during rush hour, were his grand ballroom, a dizzying waltz of unsuspecting people. He moved with the rhythm of the train, a human shadow dancing between the upright poles. One time, he borrowed a politician's speech notes right before a live television interview, only to return them discreetly, causing hilarious, flustered scramble. The news reported a mystery of the missing manuscript, completely oblivious to the artistic game. Silas made a living not just in cash, but in sheer joy of the challenge. His clients, a network of collectors and connoisseurs, paid handsomely for his unique acquisitions. He never took from those truly in need. Silas had his own particular moral code. He once lifted a priceless antique pocket watch from an arrogant art dealer during a high security gala, leaving behind a perfectly sculpted miniature made of cheese. The dealer's enraged, bewildered expression was a masterpiece in itself. Silas believed that a little humor made the world go round, and his work was his contribution. He was a master of misdirection, a conjurer of attention, making the world look left while his right hand performed its magic. His reputation, whispered in hushed tones, was legendary. They called him the Silk Hand, the Shadow Thief, but to Silas he was simply an artist. He would disarm a wallet from a tailored jacket with the delicate touch of a surgeon. His finger had an almost preternatural awareness, reading the tension in fabric, the slight shift of weight. He once claimed he could hear the money in a wallet, a faint rustle of possibility. His methods were so refined, so seamless, that his targets rarely felt a thing. They'd only discover their loss hours later, often with a bewildered shrug. Silas never left a trace, no fingerprints, no telltale movements caught on camera. He was a ghost in the machine, a glitch in the urban matrix. He saw the world as a giant puzzle, and he was the one who could always find the missing piece, or rather create one. His apartment walls were adorned with peculiar trophies, not the items themselves, but the empty wallets, the unclasped watches, souvenirs of his triumphs. He kept a meticulous journal, not of his adventures, but of the reactions he witnessed, the small human dramas he inadvertently orchestrated. Sometimes he'd accidentally bump into someone exchanging an apologetic smile, while his hand deftly relieved them of their burdens. He could snatch a phone mid-text, leaving the owner staring blankly at their hand, convinced they'd simply dropped it. His comedic timing was impeccable, often a silent joke only he was privy to. He'd often think if only they knew the invisible ballet happening right under their noses. Silas was a living legend, a myth whispered in the dark corners of the internet. He was the artist's artist, the one others aspired to be, but could never truly emulate. His life was an ongoing series of audacious, hilarious escapades, each one more incredible than the last. He lived by his wits, his nimble fingers, and a twinkle in his eye. The city was his playground, and every pocket a new adventure waiting to unfold. One sunny afternoon, a particularly boisterous family appeared in his sight. With a graceful shimmy, Silas relieved a man of his wallet, a silent dope escaping the air around him. The man's son's skateboard was briefly lighted by a few dollars, and even his daughter's pocket money found a brief artistic detour. The man eventually patted his empty pocket, only to find a perfectly drawn only to find a well drawn miniature of a donut, leaving him wonderfully confused. As Silas watched the family wander off, scratching their heads, a pang of something he really felt touched his heart. He saw the genuine love in their bumbling chaos, the uncomplicated joy in their everyday. It was a stark contrast to his solitary triumphs. He realized in that quick moment that even the most thrilling game could leave a player feeling strangely empty. His life of playful deception was artful and exciting with missing while artful and exciting was missing a fundamental warmth, a connection beyond the fleeting, unsuspecting touch of his fingers. For the first time Silas wondered what it would be like to truly give something to create a genuine smile instead of merely orchestrating a bewildered one. And in that thought, a new gentle curiosity began to bloom in the heart of the world's greatest pickpocket. Silas never took any items. His acquisitions were only for his meticulous journal. He was a master illusionist, making people believe he had taken their belongings only to return them discreetly and flawlessly later, watching their baffled reactions as a form of performance art. The clients who had paid him were actually paying for the meticulously documented stories of his clever escapades with the money from the heists secretly donated to local charities.